You know what? Let's give that new excuse me. Give that new Gnawing Hunger a shot.
Damn, I killed myself.
Oh crap. Okay. Alright, there's my first kill with the Gnawing Hunger.
I missed my throw of my grenade and I hit the wall.
Yeah.
There's two of them there. There's two of them there. Picked up rockets.
Oh!
Move. Coming up. Down on your right.
Let's go. Where are you at? Where are you at?
Right there.
Woo!
Dang, dude. How do you feel about Gnawing Hunger?
How do I feel about Gnawing Hunger? Well, after finally getting this auto rifle, I feel like I am at liberty to explain it and tell you just what I think about it. But first, subscribe to the channel and like this video if you like this kind of content and want more of it. Let's get into the video. So, the Gnawing Hunger is an outstanding assault rifle, auto rifle, whatever you want to call it. It's been out for a while. You were able to get this from the Tier 3 Reckoning alongside spare rations with one of the boss kills there. And so at that, it was one of those weapons that was farmable, but you had to go through pretty good lengths to get it. And to get the God roll was questionable. You know, you might not be able to do it. It required a lot of effort. And not to mention, a lot of people just really don't care to do Reckoning too much. So we knew that with this season, the Umbral Engrams, that they were going to add the Gnawing Hunger to the loot pool, which is the world loot pool. You get it from any source. You can drop from any engram. If you want to try to farm it, you can go turn in legendary shards at Master Realm. But you can farm it by turning in Umbral Engrams and decoding them, I believe is what they call it. Now, the way you do this is, first off, get to level 32 on the Season Pass. And once you do that, you're going to be able to farm you're going to be able to turn each of your Umbral Engrams into, basically it'll give you a 50-50 shot to get either this auto rifle or the Night Watch scout rifle. And so with the 50-50 shot, and you can farm these things pretty readily, it makes it pretty easy to farm this particular auto rifle, and I gotta say, it's great. Now, I got this pretty early after starting to farm for it, and let's go over the roll that I got. So I ended up getting Chambered Compensator, Drop Mag, Zen Moment, and Kill Clip with the Handling Masterwork. Now, at first, I thought I was going to be pretty upset because I wanted Arrowhead Break, I wanted Ricochet rounds, but Chambered Compensator does add some to stability, and let me tell you, I think the Drop Mag is maybe even better than Ricochet rounds, because you see the video here, the reload speed on this auto rifle is insane, and I genuinely had no idea what I was getting into with this thing. But basically, it allows me to stay in the fight for a long time. And now, I'll tell you, I played around with a few different mods, and I think I settled on Backup Mag just because it adds quite a bit to the magazine. With Backup Mag, or an Extended Mag, if you happen to get Extended Mag to roll with it, it'll increase the magazine size to 51. And let me tell you, that's insane. As we know, the Hard Light has 49 rounds in the magazine, so this contends with that pretty readily. The crazy thing about this is, once Zen Moment procs, once you get that first hit, it becomes an absolute laser beam and allows you to do crazy things with it. Like, I'm genuinely winning gunfights that I feel like I shouldn't be able to win. Now, in this video that I have behind it, this is genuinely my first time using it. I had never used the Gnawing Hunger before, so all of that to say, this, like, the usability on this auto rifle is outstanding. With that, let's go over the stats for this weapon. It is a 600 RPM auto rifle with the impact of 21, a range of 53, a stability of 58, a handling of 68, well 58 with a 10 masterwork, reload speed of 88, aim assistance of 65, a zoom of 16, and a recoil direction of 64. With the backup mag, it brings the magazine up to 51. Now, one thing about this auto rifle are the insane stats, right? The aim assistance of 65, that's really good base. You could put a targeting adjuster on it. Right now through the, not the season pass, but the artifact, you have enhanced scatter projectile targeting. I would just use 1 or 2 of those, and that's really going to help your aim assistance. The cool thing is the recoil direction being at 64, 65 is nearly vertical. So having it at 64 is just about there. It's going to go off to the left or the right. Yes, to the right just a bit. But you really don't notice it. Basically, though, you start shooting, let's say upper chest, neck area, and you're going to end up getting the precision kill. And once Zen Moment procs, it just begins to shred as a laser beam. Just turn this thing into a trace rifle. It'll just bore a hole straight through the enemy. It's that good. What I like about it, especially now that I have the backup mag on it, is I am pretty consistently getting 2 to 3 kills at a time with this. And you might think that that's not really ideal, considering you really want to reload to get kill clip to proc. The point is, no matter what kind of situation you're in, you can stay in the gunfight for a really long time. And I really like the drop mag's ability to just allow me, like I said, to stay in the fight longer. I just peek around a corner real quick, change the magazine out. It's really instant. I mean, again, you have the footage here. It's so fast. It's already, the reload speed on this weapon before or after drop mag is 88. So that's nearly instant. And another thing to talk about, I think that with the handling masterwork, I'm actually pretty pleased with it, because that does add to the snappiness of this weapon. Now, it's definitely not snapshot sights, but it is still really, really fast. Now, one thing that we need to talk about is the farming method for this weapon. As of right now, it's about 5:30 p.m. on Monday, that's Central Time, and Bungie just tweeted that they fixed the forge farm that a lot of people were doing to get weapons like this and armor and get to level 1050. And so if that's the method you were using, I'm afraid to say that that's no more. They fixed it by way of basically returning you to orbit after every forge run, which is fine. I understand some people getting frustrated, but it was nice while we had it. That being said, I think I actually ended up getting this role yesterday before I ever even did the forge farm. I didn't start it until last night. So I'm happy. It was cool. I was able to get some cool armor out of it. But this weapon right here, as I said before, get to level 32 on the Season Pass. You'll unlock the improved focused decoder, whatever it's called. I can't remember what it's called right off the top of my head. Just know you get to level 32, and then you can turn in 100 altered elements along with your Umbral Engram in order to have a chance, a 50-50 chance to get either this auto rifle or the Nightwatch Scout Rifle. Now, don't quote me on that, because I've seen some other streamers out there trying to farm for this weapon, and it seems like Nightwatch certainly drops a whole lot more than this, but you still have pretty good odds of getting it to drop. It's the easiest way to get a god tier weapon that you can take and use anywhere. Right now I'm using it in this video in comp with one of my clanmates. We're both using this auto rifle, and it's really good. Now, why would I pick this over something like a Summoner or an Arc Logic or a Hardlight? Listen, I lived and breathed for Summoner since I got it. The Summoner roll that I have, it's outstanding, don't get me wrong. It's got the fluted barrel, ricochet rounds, Zen Moment, and rangefinder. And that's been good and trusty for me for a long time now, ever since I got it back early on in Trials. But this weapon does have a bigger magazine. The recoil direction is a little bit more streamlined. The aim assistance is, it's got just a hair more aim assistance. I genuinely don't know what it is about this weapon that's so much better. The stability on it is lower than on the Summoner. My Summoner stability is 69, that's a stability masterwork. I genuinely don't know what it is. I've used Summoner for a long time, and let me tell you, after using both of these, I think I'm gonna go with the Gnawing Hunger from now on. That being said, it's not gonna last quite as long. Let me see. The power limit for this is 1360, which is probably Season 14. The power limit for Summoners says 1310, so maybe Season 13? I'm not real sure yet. So this might actually outlast my Summoner. Either way, I've been using some great auto rifles lately. The Summoner, Arc Logic is what I was using before I got my Summoner. And it's just really good. Now, you compare this with all sorts of great stuff, genuinely, you know, most of the time it's going to be a shotgun or something like that. Yeah, you can use a shotgun. I played around using this with Mountaintop a little bit. Basically, use Mountaintop, get the kill, and then just clean up with this. That was a pretty good method. Kind of scummy to use Mountaintop, I know, but hey, it is what it is. Do what you will with it. I did also pair this with Revoker on some of those longer maps, Widow's Court, Altar of Flame, stuff like that. And, you know, Revoker definitely, it's good. But if you get the body shot, this is important, if you get the body shot, you can switch over to this weapon pretty quickly and get the cleanup. I think more times than not, I'm going to pair this with my Parcel of Stardust or my Astral Horizon, one of those shotguns. Now, what kind of armor do you want to pair with this? And there's quite a few options, but we're actually very fortunate this season with the artifact. But first, of course, for my Titan mains out there, Axiom War Rig is going to work really well with this, keeping it refilled from reserves while you're using it. Basically, you're in a gunfight, just shoot, kill a guy, just run around. You don't even have to change out the mag. It's great for that. Right now, I am a Hunter main, so I'm rocking a Hunter, and we have two mods, both from the artifact, that are great for this. And the first one being Enhanced Scatter Projectile Targeting, which greatly improves target acquisition and accuracy and ADS speed for your auto rifles, machine guns, SMGs, pulses, sidearms, and fusion rifles. The cool thing about this being a mod from the artifact is that it only costs 1 to slot it. And that's huge. That leaves you room for other things, for mobility or recovery or whatever else you need. The other big one is going to be on your chest piece. It's another one from the artifact, and it's Enhanced Unflinching Rifle Aim, which greatly reduces flinching from incoming fire while aiming any rifle class weapon. That's going to go on your chest piece, and it is also just a 1 mod slot. You pair both of these together, and basically what it means is, while people are shooting at you, you're going to be less likely to flinch, and while you're not flinching, your sights are going to stay on them. With all of that being said, I am really, really pleased with this auto rifle, and I'm kind of mad at myself for not farming for one sooner. But I am happy with the one that I have now. And I think that moving forward, this will probably be my weapon of choice, especially since it's going to last through Season 14, it looks like. I don't really know. I mean, there's a few other weapons. I'm pretty excited. I haven't gotten that far in my Season Pass yet. Once I get to 45, I think it is, and I unlock that Cold Denial Pulse Rifle. If you guys have seen some of my other videos, you know that I'm a fan of Pulse Rifles. That's been my favorite category of weapons for a long time. I've been here lately a fan of the Redrix's broadsword. I've always loved my blast furnace, but unfortunately it's getting sunset. So I had to think of something, come up with some different ways to use some different weapons, and that's good. I mean, I guess that's a good thing. They didn't force me to do it. It's just something that I kind of did on my own, but I'm very pleased with with where I'm at right now with the Gnawing Hunger. And I'm going to be farming for some other god tier weapons now that we have this, the Umbral engrams and a method for doing that. I do think I want to check out that new high impact auto rifle. I can't remember what that thing's called off the top of my head. What's that? Oh, the False Promises. I got a decent roll on one of those for PvE, Feeding Frenzy and Sympathetic Arsenal. I'm going to give that a shot, maybe go for a god roll there. But yeah, so in wrapping up my video, guys, I strongly suggest you go for this weapon while you can. It's going to last for a long time to come, through Season 14, that's next year. And this is going to be a great auto rifle that you can use. And here's the thing, I don't know if this is going to be in the loophole next season. And we've got a nice long time this season to get it, so I'm just suggesting that you go for it. It's really, really good, and it's going to keep you alive in a lot of situations that you probably feel like you shouldn't be alive in. With that being said, guys, thank you so much for checking out the video, and Godspeed, my friends.